Hello lovely friends, here's a sneak peek of how to paint new life into your flower pots. There are 3 pots here and done in different ways, so join me for the ride and see what challenges came up and how I overcame them. And there's a lot of fun along the way. So thank you so much to my amazing members, Jill and Linda, and my subscribers. You really help keep my channel going. And today Kim and I are doing our Talent Tuesday and we're painting and resining whatever we fancy. So I'm going to show you how to paint new life into your flower pots. So what I hope to do today is show you a few ways that you can decorate your own pots for indoors or the garden. And first of all, this is Debbie's amazing latest piece of art I had to show you. She is a wonderful supporter and subscriber, and her art is absolutely beautiful. And this is another, she is designing these jars with the most amazing decoration. So look at these 2 artists, aren't they amazing? They don't have their own YouTube channel, so I wanted to use today while spray painting the base of my first pot. I used it as an opportunity just to show you what these amazing people are doing. So thank you Tara and Debbie for sharing your art with me so I can share it with our art community. I know so many people in our art community have purchased art from Tara and they both love Debbie and Tara's art. So thank you for sharing that with me. It's a real gift, and thank you for your friendship. You are very precious friends on this art journey. So let's have a look now as I start to spray paint this brilliant blue colour on my first planter. And this is the base that I wanted to paint it, this brilliant blue colour, so that I can put a vibrant red fish on it. And you might think, why a fish? I just love fish. I love koi fish, and it just was something about the movement without doing fluid art on it. I wanted to have a creature with some sort of movement, and I want something vibrant. So I also wanted to get the different colours to really match up. So you can see that wicker basket there, and this old trug. There's such a story behind this one. So I got 2 different blues and 1 sunshine yellow, and I'm showing you how I spray paint. It's a really good make. It's Rust-Oleum, so you might be familiar with that. They are good for outdoors. You need to wear a mask as always and protective clothing when you're painting because of the fumes, but once they dry they're fantastic. So I'm just showing you how I spray painted. You can see the wicker one was very easy and straightforward, and I'm freestyling with it because I want to make it really easy and really fun, and to experiment how I can spray paint the other parts without getting too much on the other colour. And that's quite a challenge without masking up. But one of the reasons why I didn't mask up the other parts is because this is really old. It's over 18 years since I actually first got it, and this is the second time it's been painted. So I put a primer on it. So I primed all 3 of the pots, and I wanted to spray paint a few times and get some good layering on it. Because initially I hadn't filmed this bit, but I used a metal brush to get all the rust off. Now this is metal. The wicker was fine, it was just in need of a coat of some sort of paint or varnish, and so I primed that without anything else other than dust off. And the plastic one I primed as well. So all 3 are primed with Rust-Oleum primer, and I just did it in a basic grey primer. And what I'm doing here now is I've managed to spray paint just using that board that you just saw in order to get the paint in between the cracks, and then I just literally spray paint onto my surface below, and I dab my glove in it, as you can see, and I fill in the gaps just as the minor touch-ups. So what do you think of these colours? You know, do you have any plant pots at home that you need to paint new life into? Do you have any plant pots or any planters? These are going to go in the front of the house, and they've been there for many years. I've got to tell you a little story. So when I first met Steve, one of the places he took me to was a junkyard and near his parents' place in Norfolk. and because we both love antique things, we both love different objects. It's actually for old military stuff. He ended up getting some bits for himself, and I saw this and I thought, oh my goodness, it's only £10. And I took it home and I took all the rust off it and painted it up and just left it in the front garden. And I've always put herbs in it, or some sort of fern or heather, because it just stays there all year round. But as I'm having a little bit more time to do gardening, I thought I would just put other plants in there, and my favourite fuchsias end up going in this pot along with some ferns and things. And I'll show you the different flowers I put in the pots afterwards. So now I'm just doing finishing touches. You need to leave about 30 minutes in between the coats, but it was really warm on that day, and I actually only left for 10 minutes and the coat was fantastic. It's a lovely thick coating with Rust-Oleum, really good quality, and you don't need to varnish it on top. So you can see I'm being really finicky in the details here, and I'm wanting every little bit to be just right. So now all of the pots are dry. In the centre pot, I thought I would get some permanent paints. And these are actually paints that you use to touch up cars. And I wanted bright yellow and bright red. And then I just sat about thinking, oh, what can I do for the fish? So I found 2 Japanese koi paintings from the internet, these 2 here. And I combined them into making my own design on tracing paper. And then I tried to trace it, but initially it didn't come out. So it was on the second try that you could see a faint background of my pencil work on this flower pot. So I go about my business, and you can just about see it on there, the tracing from the pencil. And now I'm just using my red and yellow car paints. Very permanent they are. I should hope so if they're for cars. And I just gently start to paint my fish, and I really enjoyed this process. It's really interesting using this car paint because I was painting at an angle, and I guess you'd have that issue, wouldn't you, if you're painting a car. And so I had it at an angle that I could just about film it and not have my hand in the way. So I hope you're enjoying the process as I use this paint. You can get it from most hardware stores. I got this from the Range in Cornwall. So in the UK you can get it from your Range, wherever it is near you. You can get it delivered as well, but this is worldwide, so anyone can access this, whether you're in America, the UK, or anywhere in Europe, wherever you are in the world really. So I'm really enjoying the colours, and I wanted to make red the predominant colour on this pot against the blue, just something really vibrant, so when people walk past, and it's really for kids to see smiles as they walk past. Kids tend to notice these things. The adults around here didn't really notice. But funny enough, when I was sat in the sitting room the other day, I saw a couple of kids stop their parents as they went past to point at the fish. So yeah, anything that raises a smile is always good. It's really surprising how enjoyable it is to paint like this, and just to see how this evolves. So I'll leave you with the process as I finish my fish and give the touch-ups to the other 2 pots, and I breathe a bit of new life hopefully into these flower pots today. Enjoy the music, and I'll come back towards the end. So I hope you've enjoyed this process today. You can see I'm giving this little fish some finishing touches, and I'm really quite happy with the paint on these flower pots and how it stayed. Something I didn't show was how I varnished it, because some of this is acrylic paint, and so I used my Liquitex gloss varnish, 50% water, 50% gloss varnish, and I poured it on and dabbed it on a couple of times. I didn't show as well, I did a bit of a splash afterwards, and that's on the final viewing, so I'll show you shortly. Got some paint and I flicked some splashes on as well. You've got to have a bit of flicking of paint when you're painting in my house. So I hope you've enjoyed the process today. What do you think of these 3 pots? Would you flick some paint like this? Would you paint it on? How would you do it? And what do you think of little waves of splash that I painted on afterwards? So here it is, the splash. I know there's a bit of blue and iridescence. As ever, the videos don't show the real finished version, but I hope you can see a little glimpse today. So there's my truck. Really thought that came out nicely. Added a bit of red to the spoke and the wheel, and then I finished off my wicker basket with a bit of yellow on top, and I put some of my Almeria little flowers that flower all year round, and my osteospermums, which are one of my favourites. So thank you so much for being here today. Let's go across to see what my amazing friend and talented artist Kim has done from Kim's Art Alchemy. Keep shining, your art as a piece of you, and thank you so much for being here. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and let me know what you're up to. Love seeing your art and what you're creating. Hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye.
Hey future, hey future.